Good day, folks. Thank you for joining us here at Your Health. Have you ever heard the expression, good health begins and ends in the intestinal tract? Well, this is some country wisdom I want to pass along to you. And now in today's program, we want to talk about aberrations of the intestinal flora, the bacteria and the various life forms in our intestinal tract. When that goes askew, how it can affect our health. And perhaps even more importantly, how to correct this intestinal dysbiosis, altered life of the intestinal tract, and get you back on the track to good health. This is a foundational program today. It applies to virtually every type of disease we suffer from in this country. And I hope after the completion of this hour, I will have convinced you of how important it is to eat healthy and take the right dietary supplements to improve your intestinal health. And I'm going to give you the tools on how to do it. It's all going to be laid out for you, so stay tuned for that. First, let's go to our news. Let's see what's happening in the health world. Teens that spend more time with electronic devices are less happy. Researchers from San Diego State University evaluated data from the Monitoring the Future study involving over 1 million U.S. 8th, 10th, and 12th graders. They found kids that spend more than 2 hours a day in front of an electronic screen are less happy than kids who spend more time involved in sports, reading books, playing music, or face-to-face social interaction. Study was published by Emotion. Related research from Columbia University finds the occurrence of depression is increasing in America. The segment of the American population with the greatest increase of depression is kids ages 12 and up. Study was published by Psychological Medicine. And finally, from Penn State University, children's health experts recommend removing electronic devices from children's bedrooms to improve their quality and length of sleep. Sleep disturbances are a known cause of depression, weight gain, and poor school performance. The recommendations were published in the journal Pediatrics. Well, folks, there's no escaping it. We live in the electronic age, and electronic devices are an integral part of our fast-paced society. If you are unfamiliar with their use, you are at a distinct disadvantage, but you can get too much of a good thing, and today's youth, including young adults, are spending too much time in front of computers and electronic devices. And the pattern is robbing them of the benefits of face-to-face social interaction, athletics, learning from books, along with the many benefits of spending time outdoors in nature. We have also learned from previous research the use of these electronic devices can become habitual and dependency forming. It appears those who rely on electronic devices do not realize the quality of their lives is being compromised by the very thing they think they need the most. Here we learn kids that spend more time with electronics are actually less happy than kids who spend more of their time in face-to-face social interaction or sports or even reading from a traditional book. We also learned the occurrence of depression is increasing in America, especially among kids 12 and up, with an astounding 45% increase over the past 10 years. Could it be due to these electronic devices? And finally, from a group of America's leading pediatricians, they recommend removing digital devices from the bedrooms of our children. Why? Because kids will sleep better, and better sleep leads to a healthier, more fulfilling life. And adults, we haven't even talked about the dangers of driving while texting. Young smokers have a distorted view of the dangers of smoking. Researchers from the University of Surrey surveyed 162 smokers and non-smokers for their understanding of the health dangers associated with smokers. Researchers discovered the average young smoker believes the onset of smoking-related health problems will occur later than non-smokers believe. Young smokers also believe the complication of smoking will be less severe than they actually are. The study was published by the Journal of Cognitive Psychology. Related research from Queen Mary University of London finds from a survey of over 215,000 responders, at least 61% of people who tried their first cigarette become, at least temporarily, daily smokers. The study was published by Nicotine and Tobacco Researcher. And finally, from New York University, a review of all existing literature, they find if most current American smokers would switch to vaping e-cigarettes over the next 10 years, there would be 6.6 million fewer premature deaths and 87 million life years saved. This study was published by Annual Review of Public Health. Isn't this fascinating, this line of research? Young people who smoke grossly underestimate the dangers of smoking. They consistently think the side effects of smoking will take many years to develop, and they consistently underestimate how damaging smoking truly is. Young non-smokers have a much more realistic view of the habit that shortens the life of some 450,000 Americans every year. We also learned the majority, 61% of those who try even one cigarette, go on to become daily smokers, at least for a while, some for many years. Fortunately, the percentage of young people willing to try their first cigarette is the lowest it's been in a long time. Less than 20% of teens have tried or are willing to try even one cigarette. So we are making progress. Thank God for that. Over the years, I have made a practice of asking smokers if they have any advice for young people. The most common answer is, tell the kids to not start. Don't even smoke one cigarette. And this study reflects their hard-earned wisdom. And finally, we learn if you do smoke, changing to vaping is a good idea. As a review of the scientific literature confirms, vaping e-cigarettes is less toxic and less health damaging. Further, research shows vaping is the most successful stop-smoking method yet devised. However, one caveat does exist with vaping. If you do not smoke, do not start vaping, as non-smokers who vape are much more likely to go on to smoking real cigarettes. So kids, stay away from the vaping. Vaping should be viewed strictly as a stop-smoking aid. Good tip there. Today on Your Health, we will discuss one of the most important topics of this program, intestinal dysbiosis and how to correct it. Stay tuned to learn more. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off bionutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one. I'm Dr. Richard Becker, and this is Your Health at a Glance. If you have an irresistible urge to move when you're falling asleep, you may have restless leg syndrome. This is a puzzling but common condition. It causes you to feel odd sensations relieved only by moving your legs. You wake up often and usually suffer from insomnia. Different medical conditions cause restless leg syndrome, such as iron deficiency, magnesium deficiency, varicose veins, pregnancy, fibromyalgia, peripheral neuropathy, Parkinson's disease, or a side effect of taking antidepressants or antihistamines. Supplementing your diet with vitamins C, E, D, and magnesium may be helpful. If you are iron deficient, take iron only if a doctor tells you to do so. If you can correct the underlying cause, you can quiet your legs and sleep through the night. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Dr. Richard Becker.
Do you believe that nature holds the answer to your health needs? Are you looking for a supplement that's simple and pure, yet really works?
If you're looking for nature's answer to better health, look to Aloha Noni Juice. It's pure and fresh, just like nature intended. Aloha Noni Juice is brought to you direct from the islands of Polynesia.
Aloha Noni Juice is 100% pure with no added sugar or sweet fruit fillers. It's the perfect addition to your low-sugar diet.
Aloha Noni Juice drinkers will tell you their vitality, energy, and sense of well-being have improved, along with relief from many painful conditions. Made by nature, proven by science, Aloha Noni Juice contains only nature's best.
And now you can enjoy the benefits of our new 100% certified organic Noni Juice. Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. Welcome back, everyone. It's great to be with you today. And I've got to let you know it is a great day at BioInnovations because it's Customer Service Appreciation Day. We love doing that every now and again for you. And today is one of those days. We're going to learn also about intestinal dysbiosis and some different measures that we can do to handle this situation. Richard, intestinal dysbiosis seems to be prevalent in almost everyone.
It really is. And in today's program, I want to make an appeal to those of you who are struggling with your health. You've been through multiple interventions. The doctors have done many tests on you, and yet you still struggle. You're tired, you're run down, things aren't working right, you catch one cold after another, you're in pain, you're not healing, and I want to help you. There is a whole area of science that is being ignored by far too many people, and we can't let that happen because as we understand this concept of intestinal dysbiosis and how to correct it, we will help millions of people regain their health and vitality. What is intestinal dysbiosis? That's the whole subject of this discussion, and we will also talk about measures to correct dysbiosis. Intestinal dysbiosis is an alteration of the bowel flora, the bacteria of the gut, the intestinal tract. That's stated simply. But to really understand this, we have to back up a little bit and understand more about the intestinal tract. So let's get started. There's a lot to know. The intestinal bacteria is a complex living ecosystem. And I want to give you some of the highlights of the research. The scientific publication Nature, scientists from 7 countries mapped out the genetic composition. They did DNA analysis of the bacteria of the intestinal tract, a much more accurate way to assay what type of bacteria is in the intestines than just culturing. 124 healthy test subjects, they found that the bacteria's genetic codes were 100 times more than the host, 100 times in microbial genes than human genes, 10 times the number of bacteria just in the intestinal tract than in the entire number of human cells in the human body. 160 different species of bacteria on average, and what they determined was these bacteria in the intestinal tract play a vital role. They create chemicals that prime the immune system and orchestrate a variety of body functions. If those bacteria are not set right, these body systems suffer. Life's events have profound effects on intestinal bacteria. University of British Columbia analyzed the chemical composition of mice feces. They looked at 2,000 different chemicals. Then they re-examined these chemicals in the feces of the mice after one round of antibiotics, just one round of antibiotics. They found 1,750 of the 2,000, 7 of 8 of these chemicals either increased or decreased anywhere from 2 to 10,000 fold. One round of antibiotics had a profound effect on these body chemicals. The most affected systems were the hormonal systems, the inflammatory systems, carbohydrate and fat metabolism systems, bile production, and the recycling of blood components. One round of antibiotics. Who among us have never taken any antibiotics? I'm sure there's 1 or 2 of us out there, but the vast majority have had taken at least one round of antibiotics. Profound effect of the intestinal tract from just one round of antibiotics. Next study, University of Pennsylvania found long-term diet dictates intestinal bacteria types, and these are called enterotypes. Intra is Greek for intestinal tract. So what type of intestinal tract do you have? That's an enterotype. They found there's a Bacteroides type. Diet of this type is fat and meat-based. Some people eat a lot of fat and a lot of meat. They have a certain type of bowel flora. Prevotella is carbohydrate and high-fiber diet, more of a plant-based, vegetarian-like diet. They have a certain distinct type of bacterial content. They were able to prove diet dictates intestinal flora types. That's the point of that. Next study, University of Maryland, they were able to show probiotics facilitate the actions of the enterotype bacteria. Whatever type of bacteria you have in your intestinal tract, the ingestion of probiotics, friendly, health-promoting bacteria, it dictates the action of these bacteria. So our probiotics act as the orchestra leader. Can you imagine that? and it coordinates their effort in these hormonal systems, the inflammatory systems, the carbohydrate metabolism, the bioproduction, the detoxification. All of these different essential body functions are orchestrated by our probiotics. If we do not have the probiotic strains in our intestinal tract, you're going to suffer disease. And one round of antibiotics is enough to set that askew for years, unless we do certain things. That's the important part of page 1. What is intestinal dysbiosis? What is it when it goes awry? What happens to this gut flora? Abnormal intestinal microbe growth. It creates toxic and carcinogenic substances that influence body processes. This leads to disturbed digestion. It leads to malabsorption of nutrients and inflammation. It can suppress the immune system, or it can create hyperimmunity, autoimmune disease like thyroid disease or destructive arthritis. It alters our cholesterol-based hormones, how our estrogen and testosterone and progesterone and all the cortisol, all these different hormones can be altered just because our bowel flora is off, just because of that one round of antibiotics 5 years ago. Isn't that amazing? There's more. Altered mineral and electrolyte levels. This can even lead to osteoporosis just because of altered bowel flora. Disturbed carbohydrate metabolism, we call that diabetes. Diabetes has its own unique altered bowel flora. Weight gain has its unique altered bowel flora. Type 1 diabetes bowel flora is different than type 2. They've discovered all of this. And Cindy, this has all occurred, all this knowledge, since we've started this program. We went out on a limb many years ago saying your health condition is due to altered bowel flora, and I must say the scientists have proven us correct. And our brilliant specialists that we've had on this program, they've all felt this all along, and we've tried to create a unified front for you so you understand how to manage your health better. The science is there. Now, how would you know if you have dysbiosis? What would be the possible signs? This is important. Think about this list and compare it with you. Do you show some of this? Pay attention. Do you have trouble with infections? Now, everybody gets a cold now and then, but do you have 3 or 4 a year? They could be bacterial infections, viruses, fungi, susceptible to translocations. What this is abnormal gut flora. Since it increases the permeability of the gut lining, abnormal pathogenic bacteria can gain access through the bloodstream, through the lymphatic, and seed distant organs and tissues. The problem's here, but the symptom occurs in the throat. You thought it was because somebody coughed on you, and you can get it that way too, but it can translocate as well. Infections, bacteria, viruses, fungi, over and over. Yeast infections, fungal skin infections, allergies, asthma. Here you are at 48 years of age, and all of a sudden you have allergies. How does that happen? Well, doctor says this does happen, but how? Why? The problem is in the gut. And now you understand better how it happens. Eczema emergence, food intolerances and food sensitivities, food allergies. You can have weight gain or weight loss, but weight gain is far more common. Most of us think when we have altered bowel flora, it would be like contracting food poisoning or salmonella, and that can happen. And you're going to lose weight with that, wouldn't you? So it's a little counterintuitive to think, I'm gaining weight with my chronic intestinal condition. But that's exactly what happens to most people. But you can lose weight. It does happen. There can be constipation, followed by diarrhea, irritable bowel, gas, food intolerances, lactose intolerance. All of a sudden, you can't digest milk. How does that happen? Well, the bowel flora plays a major role in the production of lactase, and if you alter that flora, you can no longer digest milk, or you become allergic to milk. Fatigue with insomnia. Tired all day, can't sleep at night. Classic sign of dysbiosis. Headaches, body pain, chronic pain. Major, major sign of dysbiosis, chronic pain. Autoimmune disease, metabolic syndrome, elevated blood glucose, blood pressure, and triglycerides. That is usually accompanied with weight gain. Classic for dysbiosis. A history of disease and multiple doctor interventions and a lot of medicine, particularly antibiotics. If that's in your history, continue to pay attention. We'll be back with other causes of dysbiosis. We'll be right back. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off BioNutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one.
I'm Cindy Becker for Your Health at a Glance. We all have said, I need to get some exercise, but how many of us put on our walking shoes and go? Learning a little more about the health benefits of exercise may help you get motivated to lace up those walking shoes. Exercise helps to control our appetite and weight. It maintains strong muscles. It promotes the release of endorphins that counter depression while helping us feel good about our lives. Exercise helps to lower blood glucose, promotes a strong circulatory system, and controls cholesterol. Exercise even helps us get a good night's sleep. Recent research finds dog owners who regularly walk their pet are 34% more likely to achieve fitness goals. You can get all of these health benefits by walking 30 minutes 4 times a week, just 30 minutes a day. Start today, and you'll start to get all those benefits. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Cindy Becker. Are you one of the 62 million Americans suffering from gastrointestinal problems? Do you struggle with other chronic conditions? That's why we offer Dr. Becker's BioNutrient Probiotics.
After years of research, we developed a revolutionary probiotic formula with gastrodefense technology. This system protects the good bacteria from stomach acid so the probiotics reach the intestines where they go to work. Additionally, we use live count technology to prolong the shelf life of the probiotics, so there's no need for refrigeration.
Dr. Becker's BioNutrient Probiotics is a powerful combination and one of the most effective formulas available today. And we offer a children's chewable formula too, both at prices you can afford. Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. That number's 888-442-2128. We're back, everyone, talking about intestinal dysbiosis. This is quite interesting, isn't it? And the more that we get into this, we see how it's such a widespread problem, and most all of us are affected one way or another. So, Richard, it's more than just a dose of antibiotics.
It is. There's a lot more to it. We talked about the antibiotics, and that plays a major role in this, but also malnourishment and poor eating habits. Folks, did you know 80% of all Americans never eat any raw fruits, no vegetables, no salads? 80%. Isn't this amazing? Those raw foods bring healthy organisms into our intestinal tract. No raw foods, malnourishment, heavy metal and toxic pollutant exposure. When we ingest these pollutants, it affects our immune system and our ability to recognize the bad E. coli from the contaminated lettuce and kill it off before it even causes any trouble. You never knew it happened. But if your immune system is compromised by dysbiosis, you're the one who's going to end up in the emergency room fighting to survive. People die from this stuff. I don't want to be overly dramatic, but this is what happens to us. This is how we become sick. Heavy metal poisoning, toxic metal exposure, chlorinated and fluoridated water. Chlorinated water is to keep the septic out of the municipal water supply, and that's a good thing. But we have our own little septic system right here, and we're drinking a lot of chlorinated water. It affects our bowel flora. Bottled water, filtered water, get the chlorine out. It makes a difference. Obesity, gaining weight changes bowel flora. And this is one of the reasons why it's so hard to lose weight, because that weight gain induced bowel flora change drives your appetite, making it hard to say, no, I've had enough. Diabetes changes your bowel flora. Do you have diabetes in your history? Metabolic syndrome? Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. You've gained a little weight. Doctor said, I'm concerned you have a little fat in the liver. We need to lose weight. That phenomena of gaining the weight to the point where there's fat in the liver, that changes your bowel flora different than just the weight gain. It's amazing what all they know nowadays. But these are all tools to help relieve suffering. Antibiotics. One round of antibiotics, University of Michigan did this, changed the bowel flora, created intestinal dysbiosis for the entire length of the study. They followed patients for 11 months. It never corrected. It never corrected. Who knows how long? Well, I'm here to tell you, it can be years. You have to take steps to correct the use of antibiotics. And I'm not telling you to never take an antibiotic. They save lives, and there's a place for it. But what doctors are not doing is telling their patients how to correct the side effects of the antibiotic. That's what we're here for, to help you with that. Pain medicine, anti-inflammatory medicines, anything that relieves pain can affect your bowel flora. Anything that constipates or causes diarrhea can affect your bowel flora. Any type of foreign hormones, hormone replacement therapy, even your native hormones, bioidentical, if we're taking too much of them, can affect your bowel flora. Steroids, prednisone, cortisol, and even the allergy sprays, even if they tell you the dose is too low for side effects. Don't you believe that? Hormonal doses are picogram levels. That's very small. And these steroid sprays for the nose and steroid inhalers are really intended for short-term use while you're fixing these other problems to get your allergies under control. But people are staying on them for months and years on end. And believe you me, there are systemic effects when you use steroid sprays like that. Stress. All types, physical and emotional stress, relentless stress of the big city. Boy, we all know what that's like. That affects our hormonal systems. That leads to altered bowel flora. We know that for without a doubt. Just the fact of successful aging, getting older, changes bowel flora. Travel, exposure to new bacteria, new foods, new toxins, all this. Anytime you travel, drink different municipal water supplies, foreign water supplies, all of this can affect our bowel flora. Weakened immune system from any cause. All of these things and more lead to dysbiosis. These things must be corrected before we hope to have any improvement in this condition. Now, in the last few months, we've had some remarkable new research on dysbiosis. I'd like to quickly share that with you. It's quite amazing. Intestinal dysbiosis, we now know it's associated with chronic kidney disease. Any of you on dialysis, diabetics with kidney failure, you have a unique change in your bowel flora. If we can fix that or improve it, it's going to improve your kidney function. Also, this chronic kidney disease, it leads to cardiovascular disease. That's been recognized for many decades, but it causes a unique change in your bowel flora as well. We didn't know this just 5 years ago. Intestinal dysbiosis causes decreased dietary satisfaction, which leads to weight gain, which leads to diabetes. In other words, when you're overweight, your bowel flora is so altered that you now have a profound effect on your satisfaction centers, which means you overeat, you can't get enough food, your food does not satisfy you, which means you're going to gain more weight. Dieters, if you focus on changing bowel flora, you're going to succeed in weight loss. It's remarkable how it comes off when you get it right. Okay? New, oral dysbiosis, altered flora in the mouth. You might spot that person by bad breath. They may not have bad breath, but they may. Oral dysbiosis leads to cardiovascular disease. It leads to diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, and Alzheimer's disease. They have the proof of that. Isn't that amazing? Oral hygiene, it's important. Take care of your mouth. Intestinal dysbiosis leads to gut permeability. The gut is no longer a barrier. It's a screen door as opposed to an oak door keeping out invaders. It leads to gut permeability, which leads to liver toxicity and disease. Treating dysbiosis helps to reverse this process. We have observed dysbiosis' effect on the liver for many decades now, but the question always has been, if I treat the dysbiosis, will it improve the liver disease? We now have proof it does. There's a point of no return for all of this. None of us gets out of this alive. We understand that, but we can improve it. And in many cases, we can reverse liver disease when we start with correcting the bowel flora. Isn't this amazing? There's power in this. Dysbiosis leads to gut permeability, which leads to systemic inflammation. This is a new study, which leads to immune dysfunction, including brain inflammation and mood disorders. If you're chronically depressed and those antidepressants aren't working, don't look here, look here. That's what that study proved. Isn't that amazing? I have a couple more new studies when we return. Stay tuned for them. We'll be right back. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off bionutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one. I'm Dr. Richard Becker, and this is Your Health at a Glance. Do you suffer from cramps, gas, bloating, or other digestive troubles? How about fatigue, depression, and headaches? All these symptoms could be caused by a condition called lactose intolerance. Your body doesn't digest lactose, the sugar found in milk and other dairy products. As a result, you can suffer from a wide variety of symptoms. If you often experience digestive problems, fatigue, depression, or headaches following meals, try avoiding dairy for a week or two and see if your symptoms lessen or go away. All of the nutrients found in dairy, including calcium, are present in sufficient amounts in other foods. So if you find that you are lactose intolerant, you can safely avoid dairy and still enjoy complete nutrition. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Dr. Richard Becker. CoQ10 and L-carnitine are among the most important nutrients our bodies use for energy production. Deficiency in these key nutrients can cause serious complications to your health. In fact, statin drugs that are used to lower cholesterol may deplete your CoQ10 levels.
BioInnovations brings you Dr. Becker's Bionutrients CoQ10 with L-carnitine. Now, providing support for cardiovascular health is easier than ever before.
CoQ10 and L-carnitine support a healthy heart naturally, as nature intended, and our formulation provides 300% greater absorption of CoQ10 than similar products, using a technology so effective it's patented.
BioInnovations is the affordable source that you can trust for all your vitamin and supplement needs. Give us a call at 888-442-2128. That's 888-442-2128. Or order online at bioinnovations.net. Welcome back, everyone. It's Customer Appreciation Day at BioInnovations. I can't wait to let you know about this one. We have Customer Appreciation Savings, fantastic prices on the BioInnovations own brand, up to 50% off. You can't miss that one. And free shipping on your orders over $50 in the mainland USA. If you live outside the mainland USA, say Hawaii or Alaska, it's still not bad. Just give us a call. Fantastic. Well, we're talking about dysbiosis. Richard has new research he's been sharing with you. This is really interesting. We love it when we see new studies to come out to confirm what we knew and suspected all along. Isn't that right, Richard?
Yes, a great power in these new studies. It helps us treat those and improve the lives of those who've been suffering for a very long time. Here's the next one, glyphosate or Roundup spray. You've heard of Roundup, right? That's one brand of glyphosate. It causes dysbiosis in laboratory animals. Now, why is that important? Our foods, wheat, corn, rice, soybeans, are genetically modified to be Roundup ready. They can spray this herbicide on these genetically modified plants. It does not kill the plant, but it kills all the weeds. When glyphosate was first approved, we were assured that its half-life was short. 5, 7, 10 days, maybe 14, it's gone out of the picture. Not so. We now know it can be 300 days before it's gone. There's no plant product in America that sits on the field for a year before it's harvested after you spray Roundup on it. Americans consume glyphosate every single day, and it causes dysbiosis in lab animals. Don't you think it would in humans too? Think about it. If you're not eating organic, you're going to have a harder time fixing the gut. That's what this means. Next, the effect of smoking on bowel flora has been clarified. Smokers have dysbiosis like inflammatory bowel disease patients or those who have gained weight. Profound implications on that one. We don't have time to talk about it. Non-ischemic heart failure with reduced ejection fraction is associated with dysbiosis. The next stage of that study is to figure out what comes first, heart failure or the dysbiosis. I suspect it can go either way, but we'll see. We'll let them figure that out, and we'll let you know when we find out. Treating dysbiosis improves acne outcomes. If you have bad acne, please include dysbiosis treatment. Avoid the scarring. And I don't know how you're going to do it. And how do the dermatologists usually treat severe acne? Antibiotics, and they can play a role. There's a place for everything. But year after year after year of antibiotics is not how you treat acne, please. A short course to get it under control, implement holistic measures. Now you're going to make some progress. Dysbiosis plays a pivotal role in autoimmune disease. That means it's not happening. Autoimmune disease is not happening unless there's dysbiosis. That also has profound implications. Crohn's disease, vitamin D therapy improves the dysbiosis of Crohn's disease, suggesting vitamin D deficiency plays a critical role in both dysbiosis and Crohn's disease. So if you're low in vitamin D, and most Americans are, you're much more susceptible to autoimmune disease and dysbiosis in general. Okay? Previously, the researchers have shown a connection between dysbiosis and vascular disease, cardiovascular disease, weight gain, diabetes, cancer, and a wide variety of chemotherapy agents create dysbiosis. It's not being addressed. I attest to that. I went through it. Nobody said a word to me about fixing bowel flora. Autoimmune diseases, arthritis, inflammatory bowel diseases, liver diseases, cirrhosis, hepatitis, pancreatitis, a wide variety of lung diseases such as emphysema, COPD, and asthma. They all have their unique dysbiotic states. Isn't this amazing? You never hear this from the doctors, but it is true. Chronic kidney disease, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, irritable bowel syndrome, recurrent infections, a wide variety of medicines induce dysbiosis, antibiotics and steroids, and virtually any health condition is associated with altered bowel flora, including yours, even PMS. Now, what can we do about this? Let's get to the good stuff, because this is where the positivity starts. The healing diet, change your diet. It is critical. You will not gain the best results without dietary change. Diet is the primary treatment of dysbiosis. Prepare more of your own foods. Eat organic foods, Mediterranean style, low starch, low sugar. Lean meats, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, dairy, olives, olive oil. No added simple sugars. This is paramount. No sweet fruits, no starch vegetables or refined grains. Eliminate foods with yeast. Out with the bread. This is short term, some people longer term, but you need a period of time with no bread, please. Once you get off the bread and you realize how good you can feel, it is so much easier to, no bread for me. It's easy because I feel good. Would you like to feel like that again? Well, getting rid of the bread is a critical step in that progression. Just, if you can trust me for now, you'll prove it to yourself with time. Eliminate foods that promote the growth of yeast, melons in particular, sweet fruits like pineapple. I love pineapple. I love all those sweet tropical fruits, but a little bit will do. Not so much pineapple, not so much papaya, any of the sweet fruits. Be very careful with them. Eat a variety of raw fruits and vegetables, salads daily. Eat fermented dairy as tolerated. Your dairy tolerance improves as we fix the dysbiosis. You know, several cups of yogurt a day can be very helpful. Soft white cheeses are better than the hard yellow cheeses. Why? Because we're not using a fungi culture to make soft white cheeses. The yellow hard cheeses, stay away from them. Please, it's using mold to create cheese. Let's use probiotic organisms to make cheese. Mozzarella, Gouda, what are some of the good white cheeses? You know the type, the soft white cheeses, those are the good ones. Those are the ones that you're more likely to tolerate. Consider using the elimination diet. When we are reacting to foods, it increases the dysbiosis and alters the gut permeability. It allows antigenic substances to enter the bloodstream that make you feel terrible. Food intolerances. All right, we're going to talk about supplements when we return. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off BioNutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one.
Is our hope for you today. I'm Cindy Becker. In the epic movie Gone with the Wind, Scarlett O'Hara says she won't think about her problems today or she'll go crazy. She'll think about them tomorrow. How should we think about tomorrow in our lives? In Matthew 6, verse 33, we get advice about tomorrow. Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. It's so difficult to not worry about the future. Many of us catastrophize about the future. That's spending all your time thinking about all the catastrophes that might happen. So let tomorrow worry about itself. That way, we won't miss the wonderful things happening in our lives right now. I'm Cindy Becker. This is our hope for you today.
There are thousands of fungal species, and at least 200 of them have been found to cause human diseases.
Fungal infections are common, so what can we do to protect ourselves?
One solution is oregano, a natural alternative. Oregano fights problems created by fungus and yeast overgrowth, and it improves many other health conditions.
At BioInnovations, we offer oregano in gel caps and liquid extract.
Yeast and fungal disorders can improve.
So take charge of your health by choosing a natural alternative such as oregano gel caps or oil of oregano liquid extract. Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. That number's 888-442-2128. We're back, everyone. Just a little reminder, it is Customer Appreciation Day at BioInnovations, and we really do appreciate you. And to show that, we have up to 50% off of BioInnovations' own products and free shipping on your orders over $50. Of course, that's the mainland USA, so don't miss it. So, Richard, let's talk about the supplemental measures that we can do to control dysbiosis.
Well, we talked about the critical importance of improving our diet, a low-sugar, low-starch diet. Understand with dysbiosis, we don't absorb nutrients as well as we should. And so supplementing the diet with a good multiple vitamin and mineral, all your nutrients need to be present in abundance. We don't want to get skimpy on any essential nutrients. The omega-3s are part of that. That helps to calm the inflammation, boost the immune response. Remember, the immune system is a little deficient. So boosting them up with the beta-glucans, IP6, inositol, the medicinal mushrooms, and vitamin D is very important in this process. Dietary fiber, get the intestinal tract moving. Regularity. If you have a bowel movement with every meal, this is a good thing. Most people don't realize this. We want it to get moving. We don't want to induce diarrhea, but we want it to get moving. Plant-based antioxidants, why do we do the curcumin and grapeseed extract? Because they affect cell signaling. They help to right the struggling ship that the dysbiotic cell becomes. It rights the ship. Now, let's talk about the star of the show. I mean, really, oregano. This is the real deal oregano from the Mediterranean basin. This stuff is amazing. It's one of the best, if not the single best, natural antibiotic worldwide. I can say that because the science shows it. Let's talk about what oregano can do. Oil of oregano has antibiotic activity against candida, and I must say, yeast and candida are a major part of the dysbiotic organisms, but it's not just the fungi family. Bacteria are part of this dysbiotic family as well, but it's good against the yeast. And here's the thing. Speak from the heart, Richard. Sometimes I get so involved in the science, I need to speak from the heart. We can take the oil of oregano and the black seed, which is the next subject, and it doesn't affect the normal probiotic bacteria. I want you to fully understand that. There's no resistance in the organisms. Humans have been taking oil of oregano and black seed for hundreds of years. How long have humans been taking penicillin? About 80 years. And we can't treat a lot with it anymore, resistance. But this resistance from pathogenic organisms against oil of oregano and black seed oil, it hasn't emerged yet after centuries of use. What can it help you with? Candida, a variety of yeast. E. coli, the bad forms of E. coli, Klebsiella, which causes pneumonia, Enterococcus, Serratia, other urinary tract pathogens, Streptococcus, Staphylococcus, other causes of pneumonia, food poisoning agents like Salmonella, Listeria, Shigella, and E. coli, also effective against methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus. That is phenomenal. And you can take oil of oregano, black seed oil with antibiotics. It does not interact. In fact, it makes the antibiotics better against these pathogens if you should need them. Beta-lactamase positive organisms, it interferes with that enzyme, makes it work much better. Medical science research tested a variety of herbs against viruses. And oil of oregano was among the absolute best agents as an antiviral. The flu virus, herpes simplex virus, hepatitis A virus, the norovirus, the Norwalk virus that you get on cruise ships. Take the oil of oregano with you on the cruise, spray your hands, spray your feet, put a little in as an aerosol in the room. It's going to make a difference. Now, let's go on to black seed oil. This is not flax, not FL, BLA, black seed Nigella sativa, also known as kalanji, black cumin seed oil, caraway seed. We call it black seed oil because the seed or the fruit looks like a black seed. It's beautiful. It's a very important medicinal herb of the Middle East. It's been written of as the cure for all disease. Now, that's a pretty bold statement, and I don't think that's completely true, but it's remarkable the wide application of black seed oil. It is a powerful antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal. It's applicable for most common infectious disease-based illnesses. They know what is in it that does this. It is effective against gram-negative and gram-positive viruses, parasites, schistosomi, staphylococcus, streptococcus, Klebsiella, Proteus, Pseudomonas. These are all the germs that make us so desperately ill and that alter our bowel flora and knock out the orchestra-leading probiotics. And here's the real beauty, and I mentioned it before, but I want to emphasize, we can take the black seed oil, we can take the oil of oregano every single day, and you will not develop resistance. And how can I be so confident? We've been taking this, humans have been taking it for 2,000 years that we know of, maybe longer, with no resistance yet. I don't think it's going to happen to you. You're not going to be the first one to do that. Now, Cindy, I want to help everybody understand that we do an entire program on oil of oregano, and we get into all the nitty-gritty of it and the history of it and where it came from and how to best use it and the other properties. For example, black seed oil, it calms pain and inflammation by 8 different mechanisms. We haven't had the time to talk about that, but we do on our other programs where we talk about black seed oil. Today, the focus is how do we help our dysbiosis? How do we correct the altered bowel flora? And these 2 agents are the stars. You can take them together. In fact, I urge you to do that together for the best effect. Now, we have one short segment left. And when we return, let's talk about the ancillary, the complementary measures, like probiotics. Is that something we should do? Are there other anti-yeast and bacterial agents, herbal agents that we can use along with black seed and oil of oregano? Well, we will answer those questions in just a moment. We'll be right back. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off bionutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one.
I'm Cindy Becker for Your Health at a Glance. Do you like to exercise outdoors? Many consider gardening one of life's most rewarding activities. The American Heart Association says gardening promotes a strong heart, and it helps to preserve brain mass in seniors. Follow these guidelines so your gardening experience will be enjoyable for years to come. Wear a wide-brimmed hat and protect your skin from too much sun. Wear gloves and sunglasses even on cloudy days. Make your posture strong by bending from the knees. Consider wearing knee pads. Start with small jobs. Set a gentle pace and ask for help when moving heavy objects. Pause frequently and drink lots of water. Whether it's trimming bushes, cutting grass, or growing nutritious vegetables, gardening is a great way to get your exercise and get back to the earth. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Cindy Becker.
Can you lower your risk of disease? The answer is yes. One way is by including fruit in your diet. Fruit contains valuable nutrients that can reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, and even some cancers.
We've searched the world and found 4 fruits we believe are among the best. Noni from Polynesia, acai from the Amazon, and 2 new ones, goji and mangosteen.
These 4 juices each have amazing properties that make them great additions to your nutritional plan. If you're a diabetic or have chronic pain, these juices will help you feel better and have more energy. Plus, they help with digestion.
Now you can experience the health-promoting benefits of all 4 in one convenient package we call the Fruits of the World 4-pack. And remember, it's 50% off by the case. Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. That number's 888-442-2128. Your Health is brought to you by BioInnovations, trusted products for your health and well-being. We're back. It's just a quick reminder. It is Customer Appreciation Day at BioInnovations, so don't miss it. Be sure you call in for details. Richard, time is so short.
Yes,
There's been a lot to cover today, you know it? But we're going into some of the other things that we can do in addition to the oregano and black seed oil for dysbiosis.
Well, we mentioned how important diet is, to have that good Mediterranean low sugar and starch diet. Get your multiple vitamin and mineral and those ancillary dietary supplements so your nutrition is being met. This is very important. The oil of oregano and black seed, we talked about that, the tremendous antibiotic properties that they share. And then probiotics. Not only should we be having yogurt, kefir, cottage cheese, sour cream, and we should have that daily. I strongly recommend you get a multi-strain probiotic dietary supplement. And the reason we feature the multi-strain is the best results come from probiotics that have 6, 8, or more probiotic strains in the formula. When you take cottage cheese or a little yogurt, there's typically 2, maybe 3 probiotic strains in it. And they do that in the food industry to manage these bacteria. They don't want to get pathogenic bacteria in there. And if you have dozens of strains, it's hard to manage that. So this is the purpose of the probiotic, is to give you that multi-strain in a highly controlled environment to give you all the benefits, because each strain of probiotic does something a little different. You want lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. You need representatives from both. That's very important. Are there other herbs that act as antibiotic agents that help fix the dysbiosis? Yes. One of the best, olive leaf. Just write these down, and you might, after you've tried the black seed and oil of oregano, you might say, you know, I made progress, but I think I could do a little more. Then we add the olive leaf, because that works beautifully too. Mangosteen is very helpful. This is a traditional tropical fruit that is not sweet, used for the treatment of dysentery. What is dysentery but acute dysbiosis? Garlic, royal jelly from the bee. That is tremendous for dysbiosis. Astragalus, mushroom complex. These are immune boosting agents, but they also have antibiotic properties to them. Where did penicillin first come from? From a mold. Well, we don't just take penicillin mold. We use medicinal mushrooms that have been used for hundreds of years as immune boosting agents and as natural antibiotics. Time tested, time proven. Medicinal mushrooms, very helpful. Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, Acinetobacter. It is a probiotic, plus the pH adjustment of the vinegar. Little doses of vinegar can do wonders for digestion, because one of the features of dysbiosis is decreased stomach acid. If you don't have good stomach acid, you're not purifying or digesting your food thoroughly. This leads to ongoing problems. A teaspoon of vinegar. This is the main reason why humans have put a little vinegar on their salad for centuries. It improves digestion. Add a little apple cider vinegar. Caprylic acid, paw de arco, astragalus, malic acid, mastic gum, and the list goes on. Now, if you are interested and you want to learn more, our other programs talk about this. In Foundations for Healing is our book written on this subject, with dietary supplement guides, a discussion of ovarian conditions, all related to dysbiosis. I think you'd find it most informative and a guidepost for your journey to better health. That's what this is all about, empowering you with better health. Thank you for your kind attention. We'll see you again tomorrow, folks. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Hippocrates once said, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine thy food." So why do 9 out of 10 of us not eat enough vegetables daily? It's because we don't always know how to incorporate this practice into our busy lives. Instead of removing bad foods, start by adding healthier foods you prefer. You'll soon discover better foods you love will crowd out unhealthy cravings. It's not crazy, just healthy.
You know, the world is changing. You watch it on television every day. It's unbelievable. It's unthinkable.
Today on Love a Child, we are helping people. No matter what is going on all around the world and all the bad reports you hear, there's good reports happening here. God raised you up to be a partner for the children here who cannot speak for themselves. May all